Tell people, look at Mississippi, look at Alabama. These wages don't just cover union people. That everybody drops. You drop, lawyers drops. Everybody in the state drops. Since 58 that we've been challenged. So they have waited, and they've been mad for all those years.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Laws that affect us as workers, and it doesn't matter if you're union or non-union, okay? There's laws out there that affect all of us. Let's say the law changed in the state of Ohio, and the law said that on your phone bill, when you get it, as most of us know, when you get that phone bill, it will have a column where it's the basic, right? And then the next page has all those long distance calls you've made. Now here's what the law says in Ohio. Law changes and it says you still have to pay the basic, but when it comes to all those other charges that you got, the long distance calls and stuff, you don't have to pay those if you don't want to. All right? The law says you don't have to pay for them if you don't want to. If you want to send them in, you can, but you don't have to. How many people are going to pay for them if you don't have to? Okay? Nobody, right? We're law-abiding citizens, right? So the law says we don't have to. All right, now, let's say the law in Ohio changes on another subject here. It says that if you get satellite or if you get cable, those companies will still send you a bill for the basic, and if you're getting all the extra channels, and some of you know what I'm talking about, those extra channels, right? You can pay for them, but you don't have to. The law says that you have to pay for the basic. But beyond that, even though you're getting the other channels, you don't have to pay for them if you don't want to. That's what the law says. How many people are going to pay for them if they don't have to? All right? Again, the law says, right? Okay. Just one more here. Let's say the law changes and it says that the bus we could get on out here and ride downtown. The law says that when you get on the bus, you know how you got to put the tokens or you got to pay the bus driver or whatever when you get on to go downtown. The law changes and it says when you get on the bus, you can get on and you can pay for it, but you don't have to. You just go sit down and get off wherever your stop is. Nobody's going to stop you. But you can pay for it if you want to, but you don't have to. How many people are going to pay for the ride if they don't have to? Anybody? Okay. All right. And again, not trick questions, but we're going to come back to those because this is something that kind of ties in to our whole program here. What is a union? What is a union? What would your answer be? Anybody? Benefit people and wages. Yes?
Organization for conditions of working, benefits, pension, and health and welfare.
Okay. An organization promoting having pension, benefits, working conditions. Yes?
A group of people focused on the same cause.
A group of people focused on the same cause. Okay, that's getting pretty good. All right, let's see what Webster says. All right, if we were to look this up in the Webster's dictionary, and I know that's probably hard for some of you to see there, but number one says an act or an instance of uniting two or more things into one. Okay? Number four, man, I'll tell you what, if any of you guys are going home and you missed that one, it says uniting in marriage is a union. when we start talking about these examples of what a union is, now for our benefit here today, what we want to talk about is a labor union. And how is a labor union different from these other unions? Okay? Now, there's three basic things that makes a labor union different from the rest. And these are three things that it has to be. It's a distinction that labor unions have to be. First of all, and your apprentices might want to write this down. First of all, it's got to be democratic. What's that mean? That means that everyone votes. Okay? We have a constitution here at Local 18. We vote on delegates to the Constitution, to the bylaws. We vote on committees. We have officer elections. We have executive board elections, advisory board. Everyone votes. Everyone votes has a voice. If you worked in an open shop, like let's say you worked at Walmart, do you think you have a voice? No. No, right? Well, you might, but it's going to be short term, right? Okay, or the gas station. You know, and when you think about this, every one of us have worked non-union. Think about your early beginnings, you know, and stuff. What did you do when maybe you were in high school? You know, when you came out, you worked somewhere that was non-union. And just think about that. You know, what kind of voice did you have? You know, so I mean, I worked for the farmer next door, and when he said, "I'm going to pay you X amount of dollars an hour," I said, "Okay." And when we got all done with the harvest, and he said things went real good, "I'm going to give you a little bonus," I said, "Okay," right? But I didn't go to him and say, "You know, things went pretty good. I think we ought to sit down and negotiate this wage that we started out with." I don't have a voice, you know, in it. He probably would have said, "You're going to get what's coming to you, and you're out the door." So everyone votes. Now, second thing that a labor union has to be is it has to be permanent. It has to be permanent. Examples like for Local 18, and I know some of the other crafts same way. We have property. Okay, it shows that we're permanent. Local 18's been around since 1939. I know some of the other crafts been around just as long or longer. 6 properties Local 18 has. We all pay taxes. Still, as a local union, we pay taxes. We have a Buckeye engineer. All this stuff.